just timing on a Sven, and he's going to get kited. The Sprout alone is going to be enough to be super annoying. He's already running. I think you have to do it.
Sounds caught a little bit up top. Nisha's there to follow it up. There's a force stuff, but no, Fissure's there to block him. Oh, okay.
That
Yep, sure. Drops the dunk to secure the kill. Can Beastcoast punish this? I mean, it's a big ultimate, but
he has no buyback on Silence.
Yeah, and I think Secret know this. They want to force a fight. Great vacuum in a two-man fissure. Yapso blinks in, though. He's in a bit of trouble here. Gets taken out by the Chakram. They do get the support for it, but Secret probably not going to feel like this one's worth it as they lose Zai as well. Chase is on. Doesn't look like they'll get anything more just yet. Puppy's pretty far away unless they fish him out.
See that Timbersaw's level 20? What the hell? I guess he's just
Getting
been
out
a
of
part
control.
of crucial kills this game.
Yeah.
He's keeping up with a Sven who's been hitting creeps all games. Hector has 328 CS at 24 minutes into the game, and they're the exact same level. They are crazy out-leveling Secret right now.
Yeah. It feels like at this point, Secret, you know, not to play Matu, just don't have that real carry here for the mid to late game. They're going to be relying on this big team fight combo that has worked for them, but like Matu can't just kill anyone by himself.
You have a lot of heroes that need to be comboed, and they're all very beefy. And I don't think you're going to see Beastcoast heavily committing to a hero like you saw mid lane. I think they learned their lesson. You know, you're confident for a bit, you're in the zone, and then you get Echo Slammed as 4, and you get it like, you know, you get the water splashed on your face, you wake up from the high that you were on, and that I don't think they're going to give them that again. So I don't know how they have enough damage to like distribute amongst all the cores of Beastcoast for Secret.
They have got those kiting plays. You mentioned the Sprout. Puck's going to have an Aghanim Scepter soon, so that's going to limit what this Sven can do. Here you go, Void Spirit gets caught by the Fissure from the trees. Does get off the defensive Yule Scepter. The Global Silence is there, but Zai tries again with a Greaves Vacuum.
That would have worked.
Just couldn't get the perfect timing he was hoping for.
So the thing is that Sven can get out of Puck Coil with Ags. So he is going it. Yeah. They like never go Ags anymore on Sven. It's kind of outdated after like Swiftling getting added into the game. Satanic just being a broken item for carries in general. Silver Edge also is an amazing option for Sven. But the fact that Sprout's such a massive issue and it's such a low cooldown ability, and then there's really no way for any carry ever to get out of Axe Coil on Puck, Sven one of the few that can Superman out of that Puck Coil.
Secret going to resort to some pesky split pushing both mid and top. These guys have to address these lanes. They've got Chris Luck in the front lines. There's the vacuum. Two-man fissure. Yapsor falls up with the dunk. Catches out two. K1's trying to turn this fight around, but his BKB is going to be wearing off fairly soon. Hasn't really done the damage on the backlines. Whisper. He's taken out the Shaker. Can he find more? This Timber is causing all sorts of problems as Puppy's TP gets cancelled and Whisper wants more. Is there anything for Matu? No. TP's out. Mules was on cooldown. So it ends up being a slightly Secret favored fight. Yeah, okay, 12 gold. XP going, I mean, pretty much an even fight in the end.
You knew that down to the penny. Gods. You were like, that was a Secret favorite. Yep, 12 gold.
But then I saw the XP and I was like, what's more valuable, the XP or the gold?
Is it 12 gold or 60 experience? You know, we could take a poll on that one. But yeah, I don't know. Like Secret, they executed that fight pretty insanely high level. Like that was a coil vacuuming them out of the coil into an Echo Slam.
I think we can take a look at here.
And it's still an even trade. It does, PBD. It does. That's like as good as it gets for Secret, I think. And the fight's going even, so that doesn't bode well.
Just on the backlines doing like he's the one dishing out the most damage. K1's just getting kited, and he's kind of the focus of so much of this Secret lockdown and control. But
you can't deal with this Timbersaw. You cannot afford to use your spells on this Timbersaw. He's got status resistance from the Halberd.
Yep.
He's got like 3,500 HP because he got that Bloodstone completed.
Yeah.
3,500 HP.
Oh, here come Team Secret again. They're not done. They want to keep fighting. K1 gets gone on. Dreamcall's there. The global more silence to keep him alive a little bit longer. He's going to turn with the God Strength, but he can't hold his ground against the Matu Ursa. Does get the Stormbolt out. Is jumping his Chris Luck. Have they got the damage with the Remnant pull? They're going to take out Matu. Darkseer dead as well as Whips is going to go chaining on forward. Yapster's in some trouble here. Needs to find the blink out. Coast win another fight, getting 3 kills for 1. Oh, there we go. Can hear it.
We're back.
We got Dota Sounds back. Hopefully you guys had us as well.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything important. I was talking about what I thought about the game. So, 7K advantage for Beastcoast. Pretty convincing so far. The Ags for Sven, the problem with this Ags on Puck is I think you're allowing K1 to buy an item that's like addressing everything. Like it just addresses everything you have, and you're committing more gold to this everything. Which means that his everything, or his item that he's buying, is effectively negating your 4,200 gold and giving him what he probably needed anyways. So I think this is a bit of an oversight by Nisha. Maybe he doesn't know how that works. Maybe he thinks they need it anyways. Not 100% sure.
It feels like they just thought, like, if they, you know, limit what Sven can do in these fights, don't let him carry the game, things will be fine. But it's Whisper every single fight. This Sven has only, you know, been in 8 of these 19 kills. He's not doing a lot of damage in these fights, but he's soaking up all these spells, all these disables, the sprouts, he's just putting his body on the line to allow Whisper to just have a free game. And Whisper, Bloodstone, 17 charges, about to have an Aghanim Scepter as well. His damage output is insane. He's getting close to that 25 to some extent as well.
If you saw a support's inventory of Tranquil's Veil Yules, how many guesses would you have to take to get it to be Tusk? You know, if somebody said, what support is this? I think it would take me at least 50.
Yeah.
Because I do not think that is a build I have ever seen before on Tusk.
Another, you'll still also just make this Ursus game that much more difficult. When we speak of it feels like both carries on both teams are just unable to dish out reliable damage in these fights, and it's the supporting cast where Beastcoast have had an edge.
I would much rather have a Timber Saw if my issue is damage.
Yeah.
Right, compared to a Darkseer. Because Darkseer enables his other heroes to do more damage. And in this case, usually you see it being the Ion Cell Surge making the carry do more, but it's more so just the vacuum for the coil as well as the Echo Slam, which is a flat amount of damage.
Yeah.
Compared to the right click of carries as you scale later into the game. As Timbersaw has 3,600 HP, I don't think that coil break combo is going to be enough to actually kill him.
Timber deforesting the top side of the map here. Finds Zai, still has the Yule Scepter.
That's the Yules.
And Zai, he can't really TP out. There's just too much damage. Man, he just gets annihilated. 18 charges now. About to hit level 25. He was like at level, when I said he's almost 25, it didn't feel like I was being that serious, but getting that solo kill there, he's actually about to hit 25.
Yeah, he's going to take the whirling, the Timber Chain range, for sure. I don't think the whirling attribute reduction does anything. Yeah, they don't have to have one strength hero, so. This was a third pick Timber Saw, which was addressed by 2 heroes in the second round by Secret. And it is proving masterful performance by Whisper.
Schofield dies again. But that's been his job for a lot of this game, as Nisha may pay the price to just get a support kill. This has been one of the best 1-in-9 Tusks I think I've ever seen.
I think K1 is getting carried this game.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't feel like he's playing bad in any way. It's just the way the draft went, maybe.
Have you ever played one of those pubs as a carry where you feel like you're doing your job, but you never really had to do anything to win the game? You're like, I'm not feeding or anything. I'm farming. That's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
But your team is just like winning the fights for you. They're obviously K1's playing fine. I'm just saying that the performance from the other 4 has been pretty insane this game. This is what I think Beastcoast, old Infamous, has to look like if they're gonna make a deep run at TI, because this is exactly what they looked like when they got 8th. Yep. And that was when they only could play Wraith King. So the team's come a really long way.
They've added a few heroes.
Yeah, they're a little bit more diverse than Hector Wraith King nowadays.
Yep.
So this is really cool to watch, especially since they had a little bit of underwhelming performances during the lands this season.
Perhaps a bit of a reminder that Timber's a hero you just have to be worried about, because that hasn't really popped up all too much in the drafts I've seen. We're going to see Ursa try and jump on in to defend this top tier 3 tower, but Matu already gets chunked down at half health. The Dream Call is there. Sven just going to break it as he runs back. And Whisper on this front lines, he's just unkillable.
Yeah, 4,000 on this guy.
He backpacks the cheese. He's like, I don't need this cheese. I need the clarity. It's fine. They can't kill me.
Okay, he'll take the cheese over a soul ring at least.
Yeah. I like how he popped the clarity and he literally just got a second before the puck clicked him once. He's like, all right, don't need it anymore.
Hey man, if he barely has any mana to cast something to finish somebody off, we'll remember that 2 seconds of clarity. Sometimes that's all. You only need 2 seconds of clarity to know what to do in the game, you know?
Yep.
That blast rig, by the way, is OP here. I feel like the only way he's going to die is to get hit by Ursa 8 times in a row in a matter of 2 seconds.
It feels good to be
and that's exactly what this item prevents. I always thought that neutral item was particularly brutal for certain heroes to deal with, and Ursa would have to enrage to remove it, which I feel like there's a lot of other things you're worried about enraging for.
Matu gonna have to just play that sacrificial frontline role, try and set up that big team fight for the Dark Seer Earthshaker. That's the last hope for Team Secret, but he's dying in the process. Gets healed up by the Greaves. There's the vacuum. The follow-up isn't there. The silence. They get Yapsor before he can blink. He gets picked off. No buyback, and Beastcoast have found the opening they were looking for.
Superman.
As they just go diving in. They're looking for more. They get the remnant pull onto the puck. That's 4 dead. It's about to be 5. It's about to be GG, I gotta imagine. Secret getting bested by the top South American team. They won Season 1, got second in Season 2, and Beastcoast, they're not here to mess around. They're looking like they've just secured Game 1 against Team Secret.
This is my first pleasant surprise of day 1. Like, I'm not shocked. I think Beastcoast is a solid team, but so far it's been a lot of 2-0s in favor of the team that you would think would win if you had to choose one. And Beastcoast put on a clinic.
Yep.
I think the only thing they're missing is a cape for Sven, like for proper roleplay. I think they've got everything else needed to have a clean performance. They're just chaotic when they're winning, you know? Like, what other team do you see winning and you see a Tusk randomly feeding under the same ward 3 or 4 times? Because it's not random.
No.
But it looks like it is.
It's a little similar to what we saw, like, Ice on his Lycan dying in the top lane last game, where it's like, okay, he gets picked off alone, and it kind of looks like he's, you know, quote-unquote feeding, but there is a bigger picture that Beastcoast is seeing.
Bread and circuses. Bread and circuses. All smoke and mirrors.
Secret, it's TI, of course. You don't GG out. The 30k gold lead Mega Creeps, they're going to play it out. We've seen, I think it was last TI where there was like 5 Mega Creeps comebacks, and before that there'd only been like 1 or 2 in all the TIs combined.
I don't think Ursa was in any of those.
Probably not.
Doesn't seem like the type of hero.
But here we go. Vacuum, where's the follow-up? They need it, and it's just not going to be coming in time. They're getting the Void Spirit low, but even he's going to find his way out of this one as there's the Global Silence. The Walrus Punch to follow it up, and this is looking all over as Matu does manage to bring down 1 or 2 with him. The Void Spirit did end up going down here, but what's the answer for this? Timbersaw, 27 Bloodstone charges. Whisper has a Hex now. He solo kills Matu in the fountain. He is just out of control.
He's the highest level in the game.
They have killed 3, though. It is 2 Beast Coast heroes versus 3 here, but it's the 2 you'd want to see. As yes. The Whisper Timber. Yeah, he's in the fountain. He's not really dying. Maybe if he stays in the fountain.
Give him like 7 more seconds in the fountain. I think he'll go down.
Jeez. Rampage. It does feel good to see someone this good, Whisper, as he forces the GG, and Beastcoast get themselves a 1-0 lead. Man, oh man.
The inner monologue of K1 during the end of that game was, "I'm helping." As he's hitting the throw.
Yeah. That last fight, he did more than the previous fights.
I'm just giving crap, right?
Yes.
That was a pleasure to watch. Beastcoast, one of the funnest teams in Dota when they are in stride.
That was, I mean, it's the Whisper show for sure. There's no doubt in anyone's mind who the MVP of that game is. You know, I think maybe an honorable mention to Schofield on his Tusk for some of the stuff he was doing, but Whisper, 20-1 on Timber, like, it was just nuts.
This is a game they could have easily lost at like the 15-minute mark because Darkseer Ursa just runs at you with the first Aegis. And I think I'd also give props to Chris Luck because he solo killed Nisha and then killed him again with a gank and then solo killed him again. And I think if that bit of pressure had not been relieved, K1 might not have had as much space. Whisper may have had the need to help the team a bit more, so he wouldn't have been able to play his own game. Just a lot of little things, I think, that went in favor of Beastcoast, and I don't think it's like a coincidence. You know, you say like a lot of these stars had to align for the game to work the way it did, but that's exactly how Infamous was winning to be top 8. So this is a nice game to watch because it means a lot for me for Beastcoast moving forward.
For Secret, do you think there's an element where it's like, let's go back to the drawing board, figure out something different for the draft? Like, do you think, how much would you say this is strategy or draft versus play?
I think Ursa just makes your lineup a bit all in. I think you're on a timer. You're never going to be content with nothing happening in the game, and maybe against a team like Beastcoast, you don't want that status quo. So maybe they'll consider mixing that up a little bit.
All right. Well, we'll see if there's any kind of mix-up or how things will go. If Secret bounce back, there's been a lot of 2-0s, and I'm sure Beastcoast would love to continue that. Well, Secret try and continue their